The power of persistence. Once upon a time, there was a young woman named Maria who dreamed of becoming a doctor. However, she lived in a poor village where there were no opportunities for education. Despite this, Maria never gave up on her dream. She spent every spare moment reading books and teaching herself about medicine. One day, a group of doctors from the city visited the village to offer free medical care to the villagers. Maria seized this opportunity and approached the doctors, telling them about her dream of becoming a doctor. The doctors were impressed with her passion and determination, and they offered to mentor her and help her apply to medical school. Maria worked tirelessly to prepare for the entrance exams, studying for hours every day while also working odd jobs to support herself. When the day of the exam finally arrived, Maria was nervous but determined. She sat down at her desk and began to answer the questions to the best of her ability. Several weeks later, Maria received a letter in the mail. She had passed the entrance exam with flying colors. Overjoyed, she packed her bags and moved to the city to begin her studies. The road ahead was long and challenging, but Maria never lost sight of her goal. She worked hard every day, often staying up late into the night to study. Gradually, her English improved, and she began to excel in her classes. She also made many new friends and colleagues who supported her along the way. After several years of hard work, Maria finally graduated from medical school with top honors. She returned to her village as a qualified doctor, and the villagers were overjoyed to have one of their own serving as their physician. Maria's journey had been long and challenging, but she had never given up. She knew that with persistence and determination, she could achieve anything she set her mind to. And she proved it to herself and to everyone around her. The courage to take the leap. John was an accountant who had always dreamt of becoming a photographer. He had a passion for capturing beautiful moments on camera, but he never pursued it as a career because he feared failure. One day, John's friend invited him to a photography exhibition. As he wandered around, admiring the images on display, John couldn't help but feel a tinge of regret that he hadn't followed his dream. Inspired by what he saw, John decided to take a chance. He saved up enough money to purchase a professional camera and started taking photographs in his free time. At first, he was hesitant to show his work to others, but he gradually built up the confidence to share his images with friends and family. One day, John's boss at the accounting firm announced that they were hiring a photographer to take photographs for their upcoming annual report. John saw this as his opportunity to take the leap and apply for the position. He gathered all of his best photos, put together a portfolio, and submitted his application. Days passed, and John heard nothing back. He started to feel disappointed, but he refused to give up hope. Then, finally, he received an email inviting him for an interview. John prepared thoroughly, researching the company and practicing his interview skills. The day of the interview arrived, and John walked into the room feeling nervous but determined. He answered the interviewer's questions confidently, and they were impressed with his passion for photography and his talent. To his delight, John was offered the job on the spot. John was overjoyed that he had taken the leap to pursue his passion. He had discovered that with courage and determination, anything was possible. John left his accounting job to pursue photography full-time, and he became one of the most sought-after photographers in his city. The power of positive thinking. Samantha had always been a positive person, believing that anything was possible if she set her mind to it. One day, Samantha's life took a turn when she was involved in a serious car accident. She sustained severe injuries and was told that she might never walk again. Samantha refused to accept this fate. She was determined to overcome her injuries and walk again, despite the doctor's predictions. She spent hours every day in physical therapy, pushing herself to the limit and never giving up. At first, progress was slow, but Samantha refused to be discouraged. She focused on the positive, reminding herself of all the things she could still do, even if she couldn't walk. She started painting and drawing, discovering a new passion for art that she had never explored before. She also started volunteering at the local hospital, providing comfort and support to other patients who were going through similar struggles. With her positive mindset and determination, Samantha's progress began to accelerate. She started to regain movement in her legs, and soon she was able to stand with assistance. Slowly but surely, she began to take small steps, one at a time. Eventually, Samantha was able to walk again, defying all the odds. She had accomplished what many had thought was impossible. Samantha's journey had been difficult, but she had never lost sight of the power of positive thinking. With her determination and unrelenting belief in herself, she had conquered the seemingly insurmountable obstacle. The power of perseverance. John had always been an ambitious student, dreaming of attending a prestigious university and pursuing a career in law. However, growing up in a low-income household, John faced many challenges and obstacles in achieving his goals. Despite the financial difficulties, John worked hard and excelled in his studies. However, when it came time to apply to universities, he faced another hurdle. His grades weren't high enough to qualify for the top schools. John was devastated but refused to give up on his dream. He enrolled in a community college, determined to improve his grades and eventually transfer to a top university. John worked tirelessly, studying day and night and seeking out extra help from his professors. At times, John felt discouraged and overwhelmed, but he never lost sight of his goal. He knew that with hard work and perseverance, he could achieve anything he set his mind to. Slowly but surely, John's hard work paid off. His grades improved, and he was able to transfer to a top university. At the university, John continued to work hard, immersing himself in his studies and extracurricular activities. John graduated with honors and went on to attend law school. He excelled in his classes and eventually landed a job at a prestigious law firm, achieving his lifelong dream. John's journey had been long and challenging, but he had never given up. He knew that with perseverance and determination, he could overcome any obstacle in his path. John proved to himself and to everyone around him that success is possible for anyone who is willing to work hard and never give up.